Shalom. All praises to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shah. This is Teller Nicholas with the Noble House of St. Nicholas. Today, I'm going to be getting into the Picts, all right? Why am I getting into the Picts? Because a lot of the Negroes in the Americas, Caribbean islands, and Europe wear the surnames of the ancient Picts who were royals in Europe, who was a culture, a group in Europe, all right, a Hebrew group of Negroes, pagans who eventually followed Christ, all right. Now, to start it off, right, this is small to let you know that their timeline, we're going to go to their timeline. But based on archaeological evidence, the existence of Pictish symbols, stones, and written sources, it could be argued that the people known as Picts were around for a period about 600 years from roughly AD 300, all right, to AD 900, all right? So the Negroes, the Hebrew Israelites, I can't even say Negro because they could have been, the 12 could have been caught up in that. But we was in Europe roughly from 300 AD to 900 AD. And now we're going to prove in the Ancient and Modern Britons by David Matt Ritchie that the Picts were Negroes, all right? Or Hebrews, Negroes, or whatever you want to call it, all right? Whatever you want to call us, because they label us so much, but we're Hebrews. All right, now, the black herd of, this is page 216, and it reads, the black herds of Scots and Picts were all alike to British guilders, all right? The Scots and Picts were simply black herds of vagabonds, all right? So, you know, David Matt Ritchie, he's gonna shoot at us, all right? So it says the black herd of Scots. So let's see who these Scots was, because the Scots is families out there with the surname Scots that don't know that they're royalty and don't know where they come from. Now we're gonna show you where the Scots come from to show and prove that they was Hebrews, all right? So we still in the Ancient and Modern Britons by David Matt Ritchie. You know what I'm saying? The Edomite that bear witness. He slandered us horribly in the book, but he bear witness. Now this is page 253, and it read, most illustrious bearers of that name was in some degree of the Scythian origins. All right, so now we're gonna see who the Scythians were. All right, bear with me. All right, we're gonna go to scripture. This is Colossians 3:11, and it read, where there is neither Greek nor Jew, nor circumcision, nor uncircumcision, barbarian, Scythian, bond nor free, but Yahushua in all is all in all. And this is more edification about the turn point of when the Negro nobility was falling. And this is page 235 in Ancient and Modern Britons by David Mack Ritchie. And it read, in short, ever since the overthrow of the black nobility in 1455, or to go far further back, ever since the 10th century, when the black king displaced a black one, when a white king, Salakia, when a white king displaced a black one on the Pictish throne. All right, so the Picts fell, the Negro Picts got overthrown by probably the Slavs, Caucasian, Edomites in the 10th century. All right, and history showed us history showed us from 300 AD to 900 AD, Picts were around for a period about 600 years. All right? And in the 10th century, they got overthrown by the Caucasians coming out of the outskirts of Europe, the caves, and what have you. Now we're gonna go to my other book. This is Memoirs of the Secret Service of John Mackey, Esquire, during the reigns of King Williams, Queen Anne, and King George the I. All right, this is by John Mackey. All right, so now I showed you from 900 AD, from 300 AD 900 to 900 AD, it was Negroes ruling. It was Negroes in Europe ruling, and we got overthrown in the 10th century by the Caucasians. Now, this, and we know I just showed you in the mid 1500s, our empire shifted also. You know what I'm saying? The mid 1400s, Salakia, our empire shifted also. In the 1500s, that's when every Negro house one by one was falling. All right, so now, and this is history about the 1700s, Negroes' history in the Kingdom of England in the 1700s. All right, and this is how they whitewash our history. All right, now this is Charles, Duke of Somerset, Matter of the House. All right, and this is page 17, and it's described. He is of a middle stature, well shaped, a very black complexion, a lover of mafik and poetry. All right, so it shows he is a middle stature, well shaped, and a very black complexion. And his name is Charles, Duke of Somerset. All right, now we're gonna go to how he looked on the internet. Now we're gonna go to Charles Seymour, 6th Duke of Somerset, 1662 to 1748. Now look how he looked. Look how they painted him. He's a Caucasian man with a little Hebrew, probably the real Charles Seymour, 6th Duke of Somerset in the background. But this is the image that they portrayed. And that was painted by John Clusterman in 1690 from 1690 through 1692. And that's Charles Seymour, 6th Duke of Somerset. Charles, Duke of Somerset. Now let's go to another one. This is Daniel, Earl of Nottingham, Secretary of State, page 25 in the John Mackey book, Memoirs of the Secret Service of John Mackey. And it describe him to be a tall, thin, very black man, like a Spaniard or Jew. How about that? Now let's see how he looked. Now this is Daniel, 2nd Earl of Nottingham. Year 1647 to 1730. Caucasian man. You know, so this is how they whitewashed our history. So we coming back into the remembrance of who we are, man. I hope this small edification was good enough for y'all to edify the sheep. This is Teller Nicholas with the Noble House of St. Nicholas. Your surname is your surname. Learn your history so you can edify the sheep and verbally chastise Esau. Shalom.